Evening, welcome along from Northwood tonight for high school football non-conference play. Hatton-Northwood Thunder entertain what's now called Nelson County, Dakota Prairie. In the past, when it was Dakota Prairie Edmore at one time, but now they are Nelson County, same as their track co-op. Could be a big game. Both teams got some good size. We got guys back, so I guess we'll find out here shortly what's going to happen tonight. Over on Sports Radio 1520 KMSR, Craig Keating up in Larimore as the Polar Bears will play host to the Mayport CG Patriots. Here on KMAV, once we're wrapped up, we'll get the Twins on the game on the air once we're done here this evening. So let's take a break. We'll come back. We had a chance to talk with both coaches. We'll come back. We'll get ready for those interviews when we return in 1 minute. Welcome back to Northwood. The first time in 2 years we've been here. They've got things vastly improved in the past 2 years. Putting up some bleachers. They got the bleachers from Kraft Field. They used to be used by the Grand Forks Varmints when they had a semi-pro or independent league team, I guess would be the way to put it. And then later they were also used by the Northwoods League's Channel Cats, which are now no longer there. And UND doesn't play there, but seats what they use for the high school games, that's still there. But they took out the bleachers, and they're now here at Northwood. Both teams going through their paces. We did have a chance to talk with both head coaches, Joe Harder of Nelson County, Dave Smith of Hatton-Northwood. Lineups are brought to you by VW Motors Incorporated at Cooperstown. Let's go right to them.
Visiting on the pregame show with Joe Harder, coach of the Nelson County football team, which you explained to me. Just explained to me, Nelson County was your track co-op with Dakota and Dakota Prairie, so it's now the football name.
Correct.
How's practice been going for you guys?
Pretty good. You know, we kind of rushed. I think everybody's rushed, though. You only get about 9 practices before this first game, so try to get as much things in as possible. But you know, we've got a lot of older kids, so that's been helpful.
Yeah, I was looking at your roster. You got a pretty good number of guys out this year.
Yeah, we got 31 kids out and 11 seniors. A lot of those kids have played. You know, got a lot of minutes the last couple of years, and so you know, when you're in a situation like this where you don't get many practices, it's certainly helpful to have that where they know some of the different things that we're working on.
Got some guys of size this year too.
Yeah, we have a big team. You know, we've got nice size. We've got some decent sized backs. You know, with some speed. So, you know, we have a lot of. I think we've got some talent in quite a few areas.
What do you look to do? What do you look to be your strengths this year?
Oh, we certainly want to be able to run the football. You know, the last couple of years playing in that very tough region, we were in an 11-man. We really struggled to run the ball. If we're going to be successful, we're going to have to run the ball this year. So hopefully just another year of experience with a line up front and with our backs that we can hope to establish the run.
9-man type of game. If you can get around the corner, a lot of times you're going to gain a lot of yards.
Yeah, it's a completely different game than 11-man. You know, none of our high school kids have played 9-man football. We transitioned 4 years ago, so they haven't played 9-man football. I think they're enjoying it. You know, I've coached 9-man football most of my life other than the last 4 years, but fun to be back in 9-man and you know, certainly a little bit more wide-open game.
Without a doubt. I think it's kind of more, I enjoy watching sometimes more than 11-man because it is more wide open. So Hatton-Northwood, your first-round opponent, I believe they've got 8 seniors back that were starters last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about them, to be honest with you. I thought that they had graduated a few kids, but again, I don't know. You know, I haven't followed the 9-man game for a few years, so I'm pretty green going into who has what. As far as, especially from teams that aren't in our region.
Got to go around and kind of relearn everybody again.
Yeah, you do. You got to kind of familiarize yourself with people, you know, and so it'd be interesting. It'd be fun to play, you know, some schools that are closer again, and really kind of looking forward to that.
Kind of go into your first few games just worrying about what you do and what you do the best you can.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we had a scrimmage last week over in Leeds, and we scrimmaged Leeds and Four Winds just to see what our kids could do a little bit. So that was helpful, you know, and trying to make a few adjustments from that. But yeah, we can't worry a whole lot about the other team. We're more concerned about what we can do and if we can stop anybody. So we'll see.
Yeah, you mentioned running the ball. I guess on defense, the key is to stop the run.
Well, that's the key. That's the key in football either way. If you can't stop the run, you can't stop anything. So, we're certainly looking at concentrating on that first and hopefully forcing teams to pass the ball a little bit more. And, we feel we've got some good kids back in our secondary. But key for us will be being able to stop the run up front.
Some players that got to step forward and lead the way for you, at least early on here?
Oh, we've got just a bunch of seniors, that are really going to be leaders for us. We've got Hunter Sand, who's been a real good player for us. We've got Hunter Gibson, Colton Berg, Michael Wall, Cole Matichek. We have a new boy named Nolan Bushy, a new transfer student in, Philip Steffen. Probably forgetting somebody, I'm not sure. But we've got 11 seniors, and they're all going to figure prominently into what we do.
Hunter Sand, finally a senior, seems like he's been around in the sports scene for quite a while.
Yeah, I think he's been around for a while. He started playing early, in some basketball in 7th and 8th grade, so I think that name's been out there for a while, certainly.
Joe, we appreciate the time. Best of luck to the Nelson County Raiders.
All right, thanks so much.
Joe Harder with us, head coach of the Nelson County football. Visiting on the pregame show, Dave Smith, coach of the Hatton-Northwood Thunder. Well, after about, 2 weeks of practice, we get going today.
Yeah, very quick turnaround from the start of practice to here. Hopefully kids are ready. We did what we could do in those 2 weeks to prepare them. Luckily, we have quite a bit of experience coming back. But, they're tired of hitting themselves already, so they want to go out and get to the game. They're pretty fired up.
Yeah, you lost some guys from last year, but you got a lot of guys back, and that's it's always a good thing to have.
Yeah, definitely lost quite a few seniors last year, but, it's always nice to have that core offensive line coming back, all three of those guys. And they actually have 4 guys with a tight end that played all year last year and gelled together, and defensive-wise on the D-line, they know what they're doing. And so it's good to have that core back, and they can help teach the guys that are stepping in what to do with good leadership.
Region 1 this year might be one of the toughest regions in the state.
Yeah, we looked at it. I looked at it even in the spring there, or in the late fall when we had our meeting, and we dropped Sargent Central, who was on the bottom of the region, and even Lemoore, who's normally a very good team. They were at the bottom of the region, so we dropped both those two and added a defending champ. And the region's normally pretty tough anyways, and now we throw Thompson in the mix, and just got a little more tough. Never going to be an easy night out there.
No, it's one of those years where you got to be ready to go every week.
Yeah, exactly. We tell the kids, though, if we can get through our region and make it to where we want to be and get in that position for a playoff, it's a long ways away, but if we can get there, we're definitely going to be battle-tested as we get through this region.
You guys made the playoffs last year, took it right down to the last wire there to do it, but so the guys know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and I'm sure they'd like to get back and go farther this year.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have a little sour taste of the way the whole season ended yet last year. Just a weird ending to the last game as far as thinking that we were probably not going to be making the playoffs, and then turning around and find out we did make the playoffs, and then had a pretty good game going with Cavalier for a little while, and then all of a sudden they blew it open, and a lot of those guys just got a sour taste in their mouth, and they're really ready to get going and get that out of their mouth and start off this year on a good note.
Well, the guys you got back, they're all good athletes. They're good football players, and I'm sure they're gonna do a good job out there.
Yeah, definitely. They look hungry. The attitude coming out this year is really good. Like I said, it seems like a little more hunger because of the way things ended last year, and these guys knowing what it's going to take to try to overcome that and not feel the same by the end of the year.
Nelson County tonight, you open up in a non-region game, a team that played 11-man last year coming down, and talking to their coach, looking at their roster, they might have a pretty good team too.
Yeah, they got, bunch of athletes. I know they got a quarterback and that Sand kid who's a heck of an athlete, not only in football, watching a little bit of film or just a little bit about him from last year. Just he can throw, and all-around athlete. And when you get an athlete at QB in 9-man, it's always a dangerous thing. They can hurt you in the pass or they can hurt you on the run. So, plus they got a bunch of size on that line. Looking at the roster, so it's gonna be a good matchup. I have a feeling.
Yeah, and it's just like I talked to their coach yesterday. He said he's coming in blind, and you haven't played him, so it'll be you just got to go out and kind of figure it out as it goes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you can talk and try to figure out what they're going to run from the previous year, but you have no idea. You know, them just stepping down an 11-man, you don't know what to expect. So this whole week it's just been preaching, execute what we're supposed to get done, worry about ourselves, and it should take care of things as the game hits. So we'll just have to kind of really adjust on the fly and roll with what they do and try to match it and stop what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, go out and, the first game, sometimes there's a little jitters, and get over that part and go play some football.
Definitely. We talked to our guys. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be penalties. There's going to be missed assignments. But it's the team that can reduce them the most is going to have the best chance, especially when everyone's coming in blind and not knowing what's going on, and only 10 practices to get yourselves ready. So we're going to have to try to be as solid as we possibly can.
Dave, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Dave Smith with us, coach of the Hatton-Northwood Thunder.
Well, here's chuckling there. It's because I called him Dave Nelson, coach of the Hatton-Northwood Thunders, and then he started chuckling. And so I got my Daves mixed up there, but it is Dave Smith. Both teams heading to their respective sidelines. Nelson County won the coin flip. They will receive to start the game here this evening. Ben Hilsland, one of the Thunder football players, singing the national anthem tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for Nelson County. They'll bring up their offensive unit first. At a tight end is Colton Berg, 205 and a senior, no height. Hunter Sand, the quarterback, 195 and a senior. Nolan Bushy at a running back, 215 and a senior.
The Nelson County Raiders.
Hunter Gibson, a running back, 160-pound senior. Cole Matichek is a guard. Cole is 256 and a senior. Logan Shue, a guard, 210 and a senior. Michael Wall, a tight end, 230-pound senior.
Starting at center.
Xavier Dunbar is the fullback. He's a 225-pound senior. And Parker Frederick at center, 275 and a sophomore. Joe Harder, the head coach, assisted by Brendan Parsley, Bo Snyder, Kate Aronson, Tyson Ackerman, and Steve Engbert. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Hatton-Northwood Thunder. Austin Adamson, 6 foot, 170-pound senior wide receiver. Avery Thorsgaard, 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore quarterback. Connor Konchak, 6'3", 155-pound senior wide receiver. Jamie Gore, 6 foot, 170-pound senior running back. Ben Johnson, 6'2", 240-pound guard. Thomas Miskowski, 5'8", 320-pound senior guard. Colton Rospet, 6'3", 240-pound center. Andy Gores, 6 foot, 165-pound junior tight end. And Rylan Corsmo, 5'11", 220-pound senior tight end. David Smith, the head coach, assisted by Tony Evanstead and Josh Lee. Playing thunderstorm sound effects here before we get this one underway. Deep to receive for the Raiders is Nolan Bushy. And also back there with him is Hunter Gibson. Miguel Berrigan, who did some kicking last year, I see on the sideline, teeing it up to kick it away, will be Austin Adamson. Craig Hahn, I recognize, is one of the officials.
Austin Adamson. Back receive for the Raiders, number 37, Hunter Gibson. And number 64, Xavier Dunbar.
Yeah. Well, it's 64 Dunbar. was Bushy. Adamson waiting to approach the football. Austin missed football and a good chunk of basketball last year with an injury. Approaches the ball, gets a nice kick away. Dunbar will field it at the 14. Gets it across the 25, stood up at the 30, falls ahead at the 31. And down the field on the tackle is Ben Hillsland.
Number 30, Ben Hillsland on the stop for the Thunder.
Yeah, it looks like Hillsland. No, Hillsland is in on defense. I gave you the offense, didn't I? Should have gave you the defense. Adamson's a D-back. Conshock a D-back. Hillsland a linebacker. Goer's a linebacker. Colin Claxton a linebacker. Running play, they'll hand it off to Hunter Gibson, and Gibson's close to a first down on the first play from the scrimmage. Very, very close.
Number 2, Austin Adamson on the stop.
I think they started this drive. I didn't mark that down at the 36.
Looks like they're just short.
I think I have an official measurement here.
Time for our first measurement of the year.
Actually, they started at their own 42, 41.
That's good enough for a Raiders first down.
They'll pick up the first down, 10-yard carry on the play by Gibson. And the Raiders will have it first and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Big size on their front line. Center Parker Frederick, 275, a sophomore. Pitch comes, the snap to Sand. They're going to try a pitch on an end around. Actually, they'll pitch to the back. Nolan Bushy. We get a penalty here. Should be against the Raiders.
Number 4, Avery Thorskart on the stop.
Holding
against the Raiders.
And they'll move back from the penalty flag, which is just inside the 45-yard line. So there's your first penalty of the game, a holding call. And we'll move the football back to the 35-yard line, a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be first down and about 21. Sand works out of the pistol. They put Gibson in motion. Pass will go to Berg. Berg trying to run around the end, and they're ready for him. Hillsland. And also in on the tackle, Rosfit. They're going to pick up 3 yards on the completion. So it'll be second down and 18.
It's a second and 18 for the Raiders.
Second and 18 football, resting at the 37. Sand hands it off. Gibson trying to work through traffic, brought down in the open field on the stop by Thomas Miskowski. That'll be a gain out to the 44-yard line. It'll be third down and 12, a pickup of 6 that time by Gibson.
And I'll bring up third down and 12 for the Raiders.
Third and 12, football resting at the 44-yard line of the Raiders. Sand out of a deeper drop this time, the shotgun. Guys on both sides of him, goes back to throw. Sand looking, now he wants to run, and he's going to get first down. He broke a tackle, then he goes out of bounds. And he'll pick up a first down all the way down to the 37-yard line of the Thunder.
Number 2, Austin Adamson on the stop for the Thunder. That's a Raiders first down.
19-yard run that time by Hunter Sand for the first down. No, wait, longer than that. 23-6. It's 29-yard run. That's on the play stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Carrying the football that time, James Fisk.
The Raiders. 5-yard line. Number 81, Andy Gore is the stop for the Thunder.
2nd down and 8 to go. Andy Gore is on the tackle. Dunbar this time to the immediate right of Sand. In motion goes Gibson. Sand's going to run. He breaks one tackle. Finally brought down. Claxton hit him first. Brought down further down the field by Jamie Gores.
Number 33.
Going to set up 3rd down and 3. 5-yard pickup.
3rd down and 2 for the Raiders.
Closer to 3rd and 3. Sand will hand it off. Gibson gets brought down after a short gain.
Short gain. Close to the 1st down marker.
It'll be 4th down. Oh, they're going to give them the 1st down. They picked up the 3 yards. I didn't think they had it, but they got it.
Number 51, Ben Johnson on the stop for Hatton-Northwood.
3rd 1st down now for the Raiders. Dunbar comes in. This time Dunbar, he'll line up on the left side of Sand. Gibson again in motion. Fake pitch. Sand wants to run with it. Has blockers in front of him. Sand down to the 10. And did he make it in? Yes, he did. It's a touchdown. From about 26 yards out, Hunter Sand is going to get Nelson County on the board. Carried it now 3 times for 60 yards. So with 8:56 to go, 1st quarter, Hunter Sand, a 26-yard run. Sand wants to run it again, and he's in for the 2-point conversion.
Number 12, Hunter Sand keeps himself.
So Sand runs it in. It's now an 8-0 lead for Nelson County. We'll be back with the Raiders kickoff when we return in 30 seconds. So the Raiders take their first drive. They go 59 yards, actually longer because of penalties, but it'll go as a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they'll take an 8-0 lead with 8:56 to go in the 1st quarter.
Kicking off for the Raiders, number 5, Colton Hurd.
A 3-minute, 4-second drive for Nelson County.
Number 7, Connor Konchak back to receive the kick. Along with number 2, Austin Adamson.
Konchak and Adamson deep to return the kick. Ball's going to be kicked away by Colton Berg. Very warm evening. Berg's kick away, and Adamson will pick it up 15-20. Adamson at the 25, and he'll scamper out to about 35-36 before he's brought down.
He has 21 on the play.
No, Adamson down on all fours. I don't know if he got his knee hurt or not. He's going to lay down. They're going to have to come out and take a look at him. That would be really bad if he hurt his knee here. Adamson being tempted. We pounded the ground right away. Where are they going to spot this? They keep moving the ball around. Where the guy's laying, I guess. We got an entry timeout. Let's come back in 30. Still tending to Austin Adamson down on the field. 8:44 to go, 1st quarter. Again, Larimore hosting Mayport CG. Craig Keating has that on Sports Radio 1520 KMSR tonight. They're going to get Adamson to his feet. At least he's putting some weight, walking a little gingerly, but he is walking himself off. He says, I'm okay. He gets away from the 2 coaches trying to help him. He's mad. He's running right through guys. I don't know how bad this is, but Thunder will have it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. As we get ready to go here, 8-0, Nelson County the lead. Conshock and Korsmo will split out wide on the left side. Going in motion, Claxton. Thorsgaard will pitch the football, and not much there for Jamie Gores. Maybe a yard.
Gores on the carry. Short gain on the play.
Gores pick up about a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Number 12, Hunter Sand.
Hunter Sand making the tackle. Conshock runs over, he'll relay the play. Connor can play quarterback, and if they need to, he was quarterback until Avery Thorsgaard took over the position last year, about halfway through the season, and Connor moved out to wide receiver. Thorsgaard rolling out, looking down the field. Pass popped by Korsmo, and Korsmo's going to be tackled. It'll be a first down at about the 43-44 yard line here. So the Thunder will pick up a first down as they complete a pass. They go from their own 36. So 14 and then 6, a 20-yard pickup. $20 yards and a first down. Nice grab by Korsmo. Running play up the middle and trying to fight his way ahead to get some extra yards. Jamie Gores, brought down by a host of Raider tacklers. Gets it inside the 40 down to the 37. It's about a 5-yard, about a 6-yard pickup. 2nd down and 4.
2nd down and 5 for Hatton-Northwood.
It's at the 40, that's 37. 4 yards for a first down. Pass goes out to Conshock, makes the catch. There's a penalty flag down. Conshock will get a first down. Let's see what the penalty flag is all about. It's thrown along the sideline.
There is a penalty marker down.
Let's see what this is all about. Sideline warning against the Raiders, so it looks like the play will stand. So they go from the 37 to the 30 and pick up a 7 and another first down.
First and 10, that goes from the Raiders' 30-yard line.
First and 10 after the 7-yard pass completion. Running play straight ahead. Colin Claxton, ball comes loose after he was tackled.
Game about 7.
So Claxton on a nice run. He'll go from the 30 down to the 23. He'll make it 2nd down and 3. Yeah, make it 6. It's 2nd down and 4. Football more like the 24-yard line. They need to get down to the 20 to pick up a first down. Conshock, he'll come wide on the left side. Thorsgaard fakes. He wants to run it himself. Thorsgaard inside the 20. Makes a nice move. Gets down the defender. He's got a first down inside the 10-yard line.
Number 4, Avery Thorsgaard, the keeper.
From the 20, that'll be another first down. A nice fake by Thorsgaard. They're going to be worried about the 7-yard line. 20-yard run by Thorsgaard. No, excuse me, 23, 16-yard run.
First and goal.
So 1st and goal, Thunder. They trail 8-0, 6:06 to go. Now we get a timeout by the Raiders. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. We're back after this minute timeout. Hand off to Jamie Gores out of the I formation, a 3-back I. He's inside the 5 down to about the 4. Pick up 3 yards. So it's not going to be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Actually, the 3 did pick up another yard there. Thunder on a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. Let's come back here in 30 seconds. Patriots make Fort CG the lead Larimore 8-0 in the first quarter. Hatton-Northwood has it second and goal at the Raider 3-yard line. Ben Hillsland in at the tight end right now, along with Andrew Gores. This time a two-back set. Handoff goes to Claxton, and Claxton gets in for the score. So Claxton will get the score.
42, call it Claxton, Jerry.
3-yard touchdown run by Claxton. Colin Claxton, he's filling in. 5'7", 190-pound junior in there for Adamson, who was injured. So they strike back, 5:36 to go. Thunder will try to go for two here. They now trail 8-6. Trying to sweep, Thorsgaard trying to cut outside, makes a nice move again, and Thorsgaard in for the two-point conversion. 5:36 to go, first quarter. Thunder 8, Raiders 8. We're back in 30. The kick. Colin Claxton scored on a 3-yard run. Avery Thorsgaard runs into 2 to tie this one up at 8 apiece. Now Adamson kicked off, so we're going to have to see who is going to kick here. And Berrigan has a cast on, or a walking boot on his leg, so he can't kick. Miguel Berrigan did a nice job kicking last year when Lucas Moen needed a break. Lucas was also a good kicker last year. He was a good just about everywhere on the field. Austin Adamson right now, he has an ice bag on his right knee.
Number 37, Fabian Carrillo on the kickoff for the Thunder.
Fabian Carrillo will kick it away. Fabian, I'm guessing the younger brother of Adrian's. Fabian is 5'7", 150-pound freshman. He'll boot this one away. Carrillo will tee it up. Dunbar and Gibson are deep for the Raiders. 5:36 to go first quarter, tied at 8. Now what happened? Somebody left too early. They'll do it again. Carrillo gets a fairly nice end over and kick away. It bounces past Gibson. He's got to go back and retreat, so the kickoff team gets a chance to get down there. And all the way down there making a nice stop.
Okay, stop the 10-yard line. Number 30, Ben Hillsland.
Benny Hillsland with a very nice tackle. And they're going to spot this at about the 11, I think. The first and 10 at the 11.
From their own 10-yard line.
So first and 10 Raiders from their own 11 as they kick up by Gibson. Sand will hand it off. Dunbar cuts into the open. Actually, that's not Dunbar. That was Bushy. So Bushy on a nice carry. He'll bring it all the way out to the 32-yard line, a gain of 21. And a first down. Fifth one for the Raiders. Sand will hand it off. New running back this time on the carry. That's James Fisk. Fisk is going to come up a little shy, I think, of the first down marker. Well, they're going to measure. We're going to bring the sticks out. Looks like it's short, but I could be wrong. Sometimes it's deceiving looking across the field. You get the chains out and you stretch them. Nice short. Just picked up 9 on that carry.
And they are short.
So it's going to be second down and 1. More like second and inches. Sand drops back out of the shotgun. Sand puts Bushy in motion. Sand's going to run it himself. He gets the first down, then he gets pushed back. Nice job by Jamie Gores to push him back. But he will pick up the first down as he gets the football out to the 48.
The first and 10 Raiders from their own 46-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup there for the first down. Number 6 for the Raiders. 4:45 to go first quarter. We're tied at 8. Fisk gets corralled and brought down by Andrew Gores.
32 teams, Fisk is stopped for no gain. Number 81, Andy Gores.
So a nice stop there by Andrew Gores. Might have picked up an inch or two. Yeah, they're going to give him a foot. I thought they would. Sand dropping deep back. Pass is caught by Bushy. Andrew Gores almost knocked it out of bounds, and now we're getting a late penalty flag coming in here.
Pass complete for 24, Nolan Bush for gain of 28 yards.
So they go from their own 47 all the way down to the 26. A penalty here is going to bring part of this back. What they're going to sort out here. Would have been a 27-yard pickup. And now they're going to walk it off from the spot of the foul, so when all's said and done, they are going to pick up a first down. So they get 10 yards out of it in the first down.
Raiders first down.
Another first down here for Nelson County. They have it at the Thunder 43. High snap. Sam pulls it in, gives to Gibson, and Gibson gets brought down after picking up about 3, maybe 4. It'll be at the 39, so he picks up 4, second down and 6.
Thunder 39-yard line.
Korsmo in. Also coming in is Parker Wagner. Out comes Rostvet. Second down and 6. Football at the 39-yard line of Hatton-Northwood. Try to back around, and Bushy gets brought down from behind. Wagner might have got a hand in there. I think Wagner slowed him up. They'll go from the 39 down to the 24, 15-yard pickup and a first down. Eighth first down for Nelson County, still tied at 8. 3:16 to go, first quarter. Hand off to Fisk. Fisk gets pulled down after a short gain. Off the bottom of the pile for the Thunder. We had Ben Johnson in there. He's the guy that's on the bottom. The ref's blocking him from me. Got a shaking up player here for the Thunder. Injury timeout. Let's come back in 30. Tyler Schwartz comes in to replace the injured Hillsland. Sand at the last minute pitches it back to Bushy. He's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be another first down. It's going to be first and goal from the 24.
Raider first down. That's first and goal from the Thunder 5-yard line.
They're saying from the 20 down to the 5. It's a 15-yard pickup. Trying to run outside, trying to get in, was Gibbs, and he's out of bounds. Wagner again over there on the tackle.
Number 1 for Wagner on the stop for the Thunder. Second and goal from the 1-yard line.
Second and goal at the 1. Bushy picked up 4 yards that time. 2nd and goal from the 1. Guys in motions both ways. Sand trying to get in. I think he got pushed back. I they're going to say he got the touchdown. I thought I saw the arms go up.
Claxton on the stop for the Thunder.
No, they had too many. They had double motion. That would be a 5-yard penalty. Their second, total of 15. It's going to back on up to the 6. So 2nd down and goal at the 6-yard line. That guy's going to receive in motion both ways. Gives it in motion. Sand wants to run with it. Steps 1 tackle. Now gets brought down.
Down on the carry. Gain of about 5.
Connor Conshock in on the stop. Excuse me. The allergies have gotten the best of me this summer.
33, Jamie Gore. Number 7, Connor Conshock on the stop.
It will be 3rd and goal.
Time to get loud, Thunder fans.
About the 3. They handed off to Gibson, and I'm not sure Gibson got in.
Gibson on the carry. Looks like he stopped short of the goal line.
So it's going to be 4th down at about the 1-yard line.
Gores on the stop.
Andy Gores makes the tackle.
Goal from the 1-8-yard line.
Down to 1:14 to go, first quarter, tied at 8. Double tight ends. Sand takes the handoff, gives it to Gibson, and Gibson will get in for the score. With a minute to go, first quarter, Gibson will score. A 1-yard touchdown plunge. They go up 14-8. As they put together an 89-yard drive. Gibson in motion. Sand fakes a pitch. Now Sand wants to run. And I don't think he got in. Oh, he did get in. All right, Sand gets in on the run. That'll make it 16-8 Nelson County. They'll kick it away when we come back here in 30 seconds. 16-8, Nelson County takes the lead. Mayport CG now up 16-0 over Larimore. Raiders get ready to kick it away. It will be Conshock. And Thorsgaard dropping deep to receive. Colton Berg will kick it away.
Thorsgaard and Conshock back to receive for the Thunder.
Had 3 possessions in this game, and everybody's scored on them. Raiders have had 2, Thunder have had 1. Nelson County, they just like to run the football. Dare you to stop them. Bird with a shorter kick, and that's going to roll out of bounds at the 21. Thunder, I believe, would get it at the 35. So the Thunder will get it 1st and 10 at their own 35. Which is a yard shorter than the last drive they had. Claxton will come out. Hillsland back in. Good to see that. Thunder down, 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Actually, it's Ben Johnson at center. Rossfit and Miskowski are the guards, running play. And Gores will get across the 35 to about the 37. He'll pick up 2 to be second down and 8. Thunder haven't been able to spring Jamie Gores yet. Get the proper football out there. Thunder hustle up to the line. Ben Johnson leads them up to the line of scrimmage. Though they got trips this time. To the left side, pass caught by Hillsland, and Hillsland gets dropped. He's down. Ball came loose, but he's down. Brown causing the fumble. They'll get out to the 37, 38-yard line. Out to the 38. Pickup of 6 yards. It's going to be third down and about 3, right? 3rd and 2. First quarter comes to an end. We played 1. VW Motors Incorporated at Cooperstown scoreboard. Nelson County 16, Hatton-Northwood 8. 3rd down and 2 for the Thunder. Football resting at their own 43-yard line. Contract will go wide right. Hillsland splits out to the left. Thorsgaard goes to the pistol. Takes the snap. Thorsgaard in a little trouble, gets away. Avery Thorsgaard's going to run with the ball. He's got a first down and runs out of bounds at about the 43, 42-yard line. So a first down for the Thunder.
First down.
To go from their own 43 down to the 42, so pick up a 15 on that scramble by Avery Thorsgaard. Carries 31 yards. 1st and 10 now at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. Gores comes in with the play. Hillsland and Konchak, twin receivers on a short split on the left side. High snap there. They go to Gores, and Gores is going to get brought down way behind the line of scrimmage, making the tackle Dalton Hassel. They're going to spot him down at the 47-yard line, a loss of 5. 5 carries, 8 yards now for Jamie Gores.
Second and 15 for Hatton-Northwood.
Second and long. Parker Wagner will bring in the play here for Hatton-Northwood. Kicking Few is still on the field for the Raiders. Out comes Hillsland. Trips this time to the left side. Now what do we got? Timeout called? Early second quarter, Cavalier leads Thompson 20-12. I think the Raiders just stepped offside. Where wasn't there a flag there? The nose guard came across the line of scrimmage, and now Thorsgaard will go down. There was a definite... There was a definite offside there that they missed. Wow. Guy jumped right across the line before the ball was snapped. That's a loss back to the 43-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down at 25 for Hatton-Northwood.
Calling it 3rd and 25. Actually, they're on the Nelson County side. Thorsgaard floats one down the sideline, incomplete. That'll make it 4th down. It's going to bring up a punting situation here for the Thunder. Grant Mundahl, freshman, coming onto the field. Claxton, Hillsland. Konchak and Wagner come off. So does Miskowski. Thorsgaard goes back to punt. Hunter Gibson dropping deep. He'll field that at about the 26-yard line. Coming to the near side, slips one tackle, slips another. And he's finally brought down at about 41, 42-yard line.
Hunter Gibson is there. He is 6 feet on the way. Number 42, Colin Claxton on the stop of the Thunder.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Raiders. Their own 42. 2 possessions, 2 scores for Nelson County. Handoff goes to Gibson, and Gibson's going to pick up a good chunky yardage here. That's actually Fisk. Fisk littler than some of their other backs. It kind of sneaks through there. 160-pound junior. It's going to be 2nd and 3. And up to Gibson. Gibson a first down, and finally upended by Thorsgaard. We'll go from the from the Raider 49 down to the Thunder 37. 14-yard run by Gibson.
Gibson got 14 yards that way.
First down, number 10 for the Raiders. 9:18 to go, first half. Nelson County with a 16-8 lead. Northwood really could use a defensive stop if you're a Thunder fan. Raiders want to keep going. Hand off to Bushy. Bushy breaks 3 tackles at least. Finally breaks another tackle. Thorsgaard couldn't get him. He finally tackled out of bounds. And about the 15-yard line.
Bushy's gap is 37 yards. That's good enough for a Raider.
No, they didn't go 37 yards. They were at the 37-yard line. Where are they at? Down at about, the 3-yard line? First down. Pitch to Gibson. Gibson cuts back inside, and his second effort will get him in.
Gibson on the carry, and he gets in and converts 2-point conversion for the Raiders. With 9:07 to play in the second quarter.
Bushy had a 33-yard run. He has 88 yards rushing, and it's now a 24-8 lead. They already have the extra point, and I missed it. Must have been sand again. So we'll have a kickoff coming up here by the Raiders in 30 seconds. 24-8 now, Nelson County with the lead over Hatton-Northwood. Pretty good Raiders football team early on here. Thunder have a lot of guys back, missing, though, a few key guys from last year. So some guys are playing that have already had an injury. Conshock Thorsgaard deep to receive the kick from Colton Berg. I completely missed the extra point. I did not see that. Oh, I know what he did. He did have a 37-yard run. Excuse me. That's what happened. It was a 37-yard run for the touchdown. Yeah, that's what it was. Returning the kickoff, Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard at the 40, slides and steps the tackle, and he'll duck out of bounds at the 46. So nice return by Avery Thorsgaard. Thunder will put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 46.
28 yards for the return by Avery Thorsgaard.
That's what it was. It was a 37-yard run.
Yeah, that Thorsgaard on their own 46-yard line.
Gibson ran in a 2-point conversion. Bushy had the run. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Thunder from their own 46. Now we're going to get a timeout called here. Nelson County calls the timeout. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. We're back in a minute. And up Jamie Gores straight ahead for 3 yards to the 49. Going to make it 2nd down and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7 for the Thunder.
They're quickly out of the huddle. Konchak, he'll split out to the left side. A 28 clock rolling first half. Thunder down 16. Back to throw. Nice throw down the middle, but it's just a hair long for Andy Gores. First incompletion thrown by Avery Thorsgaard. It'll make it 3rd down and 7. A guy called fireman position for the Raiders defense. Somebody yelling into him, one of the coaches. Joe Harder, their head coach, been in the coaching ranks for a number of years now. Konchak again, he'll split wide on the left, and now Claxton moved. That'll be a 5-yard illegal procedure penalty. First one on Hatton-Northwood. And that will make it 3rd down and 12. Or it's going to be encroachment first. Now it'll be false start. So it's 3rd down and about 12. See what they have up their sleeve on this down here. Konchak wide to the left. Thorsgaard under center. High formation behind him. Straight back to throw. Pumps once. Throws a floater to Gores. And Gores just gets leveled by Berg at the 40-yard line. Well, they're going to give him a generous spot here and spotted at the 43 for a loss of 2. He just got drilled, Jamie Gores. And the Thunder going to have to punt it again. Back to punt. Avery Thorsgaard gets the kick away. Gibson at the 30. Looking for running room, and he's going to go down. And now there's a fumble, and the Thunder recover the fumble. So Gores recovers it. Gibson fumbles it. Say Carter Myron stripped it, so a fumble. First turnover of the game. Thunder will now have it 1st and 10. At the Raider 33. Trips to the right. Thorsgaard rolls out. Konchak on the catch, and he's going to pick up about 8. Thorsgaard got dumped after he threw the ball. He was hit by Hassel. It'll be a pickup of 8 on that pass completion. I'll have it 2nd down and 2 at the 25. Twin receivers this time to the left. Thorsgaard hands it off to Jamie Gores. Gores working, cutting back and forth. He's going to get a 1st down and then some. As he'll go from the 20. Well, it goes from the 25, down to the 15. Pick up a 10 and a first down. They're fifth for the Thunder. Biggest gain from scrimmage for Goers. So first and 10, Thunder at their own 16-yard line. Gorsgaard will hand it off. Gores fights his way ahead for a couple.
Gores on the carry.
I think he might have snuck inside the 15.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Might have got 3 on that one. I think it's at 13. That'd be a pickup of 3. Now we're going to have another timeout here by whom? Hatton-Northwood will call a timeout with 5:49 to go. They're down 16. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. We're back in a minute. So the Thunder take a timeout. I think everybody might be on it now. It says that there's one timeout left, I believe,
13-yard line.
for Nelson County. Second down and 7. Gorsgaard gives to Gores. Gores gets himself inside the 10. Now a penalty flag. It had to be a face mask. That's all that could be there.
We're 1,200 down on the stop.
There was no Thunder offensive lineman there.
There is a penalty on the play.
I don't understand that. There was no lineman even near the running back there. Gores was out on an island by himself. Wow. That had nothing to do with that play. 10-yard penalty.
8-yard penalty. I'll bring up a second and 15.
Football comes back. That penalty had nothing to do with anything. I know they got to call it, but it didn't affect that play in any way. Gorsgaard wants to throw straight down the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Fisk. And he'll be tackled right away by Gores. Oh, Sand picked it off.
The Raiders will take over first and 10.
So there's a turnover by the Thunder on an interception picked up by Sand. First turnover Hatton-Northwood. It's 24-0 now, Mayport CG. Leading Larimore. First and 10 at the 9-yard line for Nelson County. Stood up for no gain on the play. Fisk.
Carry for no gain. Number 33, Judy Gores, the stop for the Thunder.
Gores picking up the tackle there. 5:08 to go here, first half, 24-8, Nelson County with the lead. Parker Frederick, the huge center for the Raiders, leads them up. They're going to hand this one off, looking for running room. I think that's Bushy, not much there. It was Bushy on the carry. About a 6-yard pickup. It's going to give him 98 yards on 6 carries.
Third down and 4 for the Raiders.
So 3rd and 4. Football at the 15-yard line. I guess. And Sam's going to carry it himself, has blockers in front of him. Brought down by Hillsland.
First down for the Raiders. For 30, that Hills on the stop.
First down number 12. They go from the 15 all the way out to the 34. That's a pickup of 21 for Sand. So he has 86 yards rushing. Less than 4.5 to go first half. Little mix-up in the backfield. Thunder put Gibson down after maybe a yard.
Gets to the carry, gains about a half yard.
Bottom of the pile, Jamie Gores.
Scores and then stops. There's a 2nd and 9 for the Raiders.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Football now at the 34-yard line of the Raiders. Sand with a nice fake on the head up. The ball stripped, and the Thunder are going to recover. Would have been a first down. Fumble recovered by Ben Johnson.
Bushy on the carry. He fumbled. Stripped by Colin Claxton.
Claxton stripped it. Ben Johnson got it.
Johnson, Hatton-Northwood takes over first and 10 for the Raiders' 44-yard line. Correct, the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Yeah, 46-yard line of the Raiders. So another turnover, second one by the Raiders. Thunder get it back, 1st and 10. At the 45-yard line. With the football, Jamie Gores. Gores down the far sideline will pick up a first down. To go from the 45 down to the 30, a 15-yard, 16-yard run and a first down. Jimmy Gores starting to break some tackles. Shue on the stop. Logan Shue, 210 senior. So the Thunder have it 1st and 10 at the Raiders 30, 3:38 to play in the half. Thorsgaard's going to run it up the middle. Thorsgaard breaks the tackle, cuts to the outside, and Thorsgaard got in for the touchdown. A 30-yard touchdown run by Avery Thorsgaard. And that makes it a 24-14 game. 3:27 to go first half. It's a 33-yard drive. No, it was longer than that. It was a 46-yard drive. Thunder line up to go for 2. Hand off to Gores. Gores trying to stay on his feet. Reaches out. Didn't quite make it. 3:27 to go. First half.
There is a flag on the play, however.
There's a penalty on the play, so hold on a minute. Guess the flag going to say was against the Thunder, illegal procedure.
Legal procedure against the Thunder.
And that's declined because they didn't get it in. 3:27 to go. First half, 24-14. Nelson County the lead. We're back with the Thunder kickoff in 30 seconds. So the Thunder to kick it off, trailing now by 10 with 3:27 to go. First half. Once again, it'll be Fabian Carrillo to kick it away. Oshie and Gibson are deep for the Raiders. Not a bad opening night here. Carrillo approaches the ball, gets his leg into it, end over end kick. It'll bounce. Gibson has trouble picking it up. That lets the kickoff team get a little closer to him. And he's going to get knocked down at about the 25, 26-yard line. Andy Gord is on the stop.
About 9 yards. Number 81, Andy Gord, going to 30 back hill for them on the top.
And now we have an injured player for the Raiders. So an injured player on the field. Now the timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. We're back in 30 seconds. 3:20 to go. It's Gibson. That's the injured player. Hunter Gibson. Hopefully nothing serious. Could be cramps. You never know. I think it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26 or 27-yard line once they get the ball spotted. They were close to halftime up in Larimore. Mayport CG was leading the Polar Bears 24-zip. There might be cramps here. Gibson's going to stand up. They're going to make sure he's out. Oh, I think he hurt his knee. Buckled on him. They're going to have to help him off the field. He's having a lot of time moving right now. A lot of trouble moving. A nice round of applause from fans on both sides.
Local scores update. Cavaliers leading top with 20-18 with 5th play in the second quarter.
Interesting. Cavalier leading Thompson 28-18.
Mayport CG is leading Larimore 24-0 towards the end of the first half.
Just about ready to go. They'll have it at their own 26. Thunder'd like to force another turnover here and see if they can get a little bit closer before halftime. They will receive the second half kick. Hunter Berg getting ready to set his troops down. Gibson out. I'm guessing Fisk is in. Berg out of the pistol. Handoff goes straight ahead, and that might have been Fisk. Ball came loose, but after he was blowing dead. I think that was Dunbar on the carry. Going to be second down, pickup of about 3. So Dunbar picks up 3 on the carry.
There is no fumble on the play. Ball is blowing dead.
Second down and 7. Little razzle-dazzle, and this time they stop the runner. Hills went on the tackle as he'll bring down Dalton Hassel on his first carry. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 2.
Bring the 3rd and 2 for the Raiders.
3rd and 2. 2:15 to go in the half. They send Bushy in motion, and Andy Goyes is there. He bounced off the block and makes a huge tackle.
6 yards, stops the backfield, but under 8 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss. From the 34 back to the 29, a loss of 5. Now the Raiders are going to take their last timeout. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. We come back here in 34th and 7 for the Raiders. They're going to go for it here with 1:48 to go. Twin receivers to the right side. They just told Hunter Sand they're going to try to do a long. See if they can't draw the Thunder offside. Now we're going to get delay a game. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Now they'll bring in the kicking team. 3rd penalty, total of 20 yards now against the Raiders. So Sand will go back to punt. Guy like him, you never know. He might take off and run. So it's going to be 4th down and 12. Football back at the 25-yard line. Like 4th and 11. Sand gets the snap, gets the kick away. Nice spiral. Thorsgaard will call for a fair catch and catches it at the 40-yard line. I'll give them the 39, so the Thunder will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 41. So 1st and 10 at the 41. Colin Claxton comes out. Hillsland goes in. Konchak wide to the left. The receiver to the right. Gores takes a handoff. Jamie Gores looks for some running room, and he goes out of bounds after picking up about 6, maybe 7 yards here. And so get it out to the 42, the 47, pick up the 7. Now Gores looks like he's slow to get up. There might be cramps here for Jamie Gores. 11 carries, 49 yards now for Gores. Going to take a water break here. Let's take a time. I'm guessing Jamie Gores had cramps. He's up and walking on his own steam. Well, limping a little bit. He's got to come out at least for a play. 2nd down and 3 here for the Thunder at their own 47-yard line. I don't know why it says 2nd and 6 on the score, but that'd be good if they were going the other way. Actually picked up 7 yards, so it's 2nd and 3. Minute 36 to go. Konchak will go to the right. Hillsland will split out wide on the left side. Gores guard straight back, floats one on the flats. Hillsland can't get to it. It'll go incomplete, set up 3rd down and short.
Gores guard down, and that's number 30, that Hillsland falls incomplete.
3rd down and 3.
4 for Hatton-Northwood.
Yeah, maybe 3rd and 4, I don't know. Hillsland comes in at the play. Scott gives it quickly to the team. They'll hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Ben Johnson, the center, leads him up. This time, Hillsland and Konchak, they'll split out to the left side, twin receivers. Forrest guard hands it off to Claxton, and Claxton's got a 1st down. And they'll get it to about the 45-yard line. It would be a pickup of 8 yards and a 1st down. There's 7th. Forrest guard wants to throw, floats it too high for Hillsland. That'll stop the clock. Minute 24 to go. 2nd down and 10. 5 of 9 now for 45 yards for Avery Thorsgaard. Claxton comes out. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Now Jamie Gores is going to return. Second and 10. Football just outside the Raider 45-yard line. Tight group to the right. They give to Gores so he can run that way. The hole closes. There's a penalty flag, and Gores gets brought down. Now, again, all the blockers were well away from Jamie Gores. So I'm not sure what would have happened there. They call a hold here. I don't know. There's going to be a face mask. Raiders are backing up, so it's got to be against them. It's going to be a 15-yard face mask penalty, so it'll be 1st down at the 30-yard line. Konchak will come out. Wagner comes in.
18-yard line.
24-14 Raiders, minute 17 to go in the half. This time, Vagney and Hillsland, twins on the left. Thorsgaard hands off to Gores. Gores spins around, gets stood up, little or no gain.
Gores the carry for no gain. Number 34, Dalton Half on the stop for the Raiders.
It'll be second down and 10. Under a minute to go. Thorsgaard rolling out, looking downfield. Now decides to run. We got a penalty flag. I didn't see anybody holding or blocking. Thorsgaard still running down the far sideline. He has a touchdown. There is a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. Once again, there were no linemen that were anywhere near where the play was. So what do we got here? That's going to come. They're going to give the touchdown. Face mask. That'll be against the Raiders. They'll probably put that on the kickoff. So it's a 30-yard run for Thorsgaard. That's his second 30-yard touchdown run of the night, and it's now 24-20. Wow. Back-to-back face mask penalties. So they get on the board with 42.1 seconds to go, second quarter. Thunder put together a 59-yard drive. Thorsgaard another 30-yard run, and the pass is caught for the two-point conversion.
The conversion is good.
Who caught it?
Number 84, Riley
Korsmo. So Thorsgaard to Korsmo for the two-point conversion. And it's now a 24-22 Raiders lead. We're back with the Thunder kickoff in 30 seconds. Avery Thorsgaard scored Hatton-Northwood's left two touchdowns, both on a 30-yard run. This time he threw a pass to Rylan Korsmo. He kind of juggled it, but he finally pulled it in. They got the two-point conversion to pull within two. Fabian Carrillo will tee it up to kick it away. They assess the 15-yard penalty. They are kicking off from the 45-yard line of the Raiders. You've got Boshi. I don't know who the other guy deep is. Carrillo kicks it away. Short kick. And it's going to be a tackle there. That's a fumble, and the Thunder get the football. Ball is returned for the Raiders by Jake Weininger. Jamie Gores recovers the fumble on the kickoff. So the Thunder got a chance to maybe go ahead here with 35.4 seconds to go in the half. Hatton-Northwood will have it first and 10 at the 22-yard line of Nelson County. Three big fumbles by the Raiders have got the Thunder back into this. Thorsgaard wants to keep it himself. He's got blockers in front of him. Thorsgaard makes a couple of cuts. He'll run out of bounds and stop the clock with 28.6 to go. And about a 3-yard pickup. A nice run. 84 yards now on 6 carries for Jamie Gores. 28.6 to play. First half. Konchak, he'll split wide left. High formation behind Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard wants to pass, has time, looking at the end zone. In and out of the hands of Konchak, and it's intercepted. And the return is all the way back to the 30-yard line. It was in his hands and out of his hands. Leininger, the guy who fumbled the kickoff, intercepted the pass.
The Raiders take over. First attempt, their own 30-yard line.
Second interception. So now the Raiders have 14 seconds to go from their own 30-yard line. Now what? Oh, Sand took a knee. He's going to run the clock out. We're going to go into halftime. It's turned into a pretty good game now. It's Nelson County 24, Hatton-Northwood 22. We'll go to the Mayport Insurance and Realty halftime report in 2 minutes. Welcome back here as we go to the Mayport Insurance and Realty halftime report. 24-22, Nelson County with the halftime lead. So look at the scoring summary first. The Raiders in Nelson County got on the board first, 8:56 to go. They took the opening kickoff 59 yards for on a 59-yard drive. Hunter Sand on a 26-yard run. Sand ran into 2 to make it 8-0 Raiders. Thunder took the ensuing kickoff, 64-yard drive. Colin Claxton, excuse me. My name's right here. Yes, Colin Claxton. 3-yard run to cap off the drive. Avery Thorsgaard ran in the 2-point conversion, and we were tied at 8. Minute to go, first quarter. 89-yard drive for the Raiders. Hunter Gibson, a 1-yard run. Sand runs in the 2 at 16-8 Raiders. 9:07 to go, first half. Nelson County, a 58-yard drive. It was, what's Bushy's first name here? I don't want to get this wrong. Here's the guy. Why can't I see him? Good grief. Nolan Bushy, 37-yard touchdown run. And Gibson ran in the 2 to make it 24-8. 3:27 to go in the half. Thunder go 45 yards. Avery Thorsgaard runs in 30 of it to make it 24-14. After a late turnover, Thunder go 59 yards at 42 seconds left to go, 42.1 seconds. Thorsgaard again a 30-yard run. And Thorsgaard to Rylan Korsmo for the 2-point conversion. Hatton-Northwood closes within 2, 24-22 here at halftime. We'll be back, look at the team and individual numbers, and we return in 2 minutes. Well, the Raiders with the more yards here in the first half, then a lead by 2. Nelson County on the ground, 253 yards, passed for 10 for 263. Hatton-Northwood ran for 150, passed for 45 for 195. For the Nelson County Raiders, Nolan Bushy carried the ball 8 times for 106 yards, including a 37-yard touchdown run. And we had Hunter Gibson carry it 8 times for 41 yards. He had a 1-yard touchdown run. Hunter Sands, 6 carries, 86 yards. He had a touchdown. And we had James Fisk carry it 5 times for 18 yards. Xavier Dunbar, 1 for 3. And Dalton Hassel, 2 carries for a -1. Passing, Sand is 2 of 2 for 10 yards. On the receiving end, actually it should be 13 yards. You know what, Bob, something up here, so they actually have 266. 5-yard completion went to Colton Berg, and a 10-yard completion went to Nolan Bushy. Hatton-Northwood, they're led by Avery Thorsgaard, as he's carried it 6 times, 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jamie Gores, 12 carries, 49 yards. Colin Claxton carried the football 3 times, 17 yards, and a touchdown. The passing department, Avery Thorsgaard, 5 of 10, with 2 interceptions for 45 yards. 1 catch for 20 yards by Korsmo, 2 for 15 by Connor Konchak. Looked like he was going to get a go-ahead touchdown, but it went in and out of his hands and got picked off. Ben Hilsland caught 1 pass for 6. Jamie Gores 1 for a -2. First downs in the first half. Nelson County with 12. And Hatton-Northwood with 8. Raiders had 5 penalties for 50 yards. Hatton-Northwood 2 for 10. 3 turnovers by the Raiders. They fumbled it 3 times. Jamie Gores recovered 2 of them. Ben Johnson got the other. And then there were 2 interceptions thrown by Avery Thorsgaard. 1 picked off by Hunter Sand, and the other one picked off by Jake Leininger. So there you go. It's 24-22. Nelson County with the lead. They'll kick off, start second half. We'll come back, continue with more Mayport Insurance and Realty Halftime Report in 2 minutes. Austin Adamson, I see, is on crutches, and he's got his leg all wrapped up. Oh, that's just so bad to see. Kid worked so hard to get back onto the field. In the first play of the game, he hurts his knee. Tell you what, they are playing fantastic music here tonight. I feel like I'm back in high school or college years. A lot of good music being cranked out here. I don't think we're going to add 3 minutes on. That's nice to see. Raiders are going to kick it away. Thunder down 2, almost got that go-ahead touchdown. The ball just kind of went in and out of Connor Konchak's hands. He tried to let up everything he could to haul it in. Pretty good football game going here. If you see who blinks first here in the second half. Turnovers are starting to play into this game. That's what's got the Thunder back into it. Konchak and Thorsgaard, they'll go deep. Avery Thorsgaard has done a fantastic job putting fakes on tonight when he's carried the ball. Colton Berg will tee it up to kick it away. As we get set to go here, start second half. Took the sunglasses out, put the regular specs on. They're clouding up a little bit here. Kick away towards the sideline. It'll be fielded by Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard makes a couple of spin moves, still on his feet, and goes down at the 30, maybe the 29. Looks like they'll spot it at the 29.
Number 34, Dalton Hassel on the stop for the Raiders.
Hassel down there on the stop. Oh, they'll give him the 30. First and 10, Thunder at their own 30-yard line. 24-22, Thunder down by 2 points as we get second half underway. Twin receivers left and right. Gore is the lone running back. And the fumble on the play, and Thorsgaard will get it back. It's like Gibson on the other team is on crutches. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the fumble. So second and 12, football out at the 28-yard line. Carter Myron, a freshman, he'll split out wide on the left. Konchak on the right. Pass to Andy Gores, in and out of his hands. What the balls were caught tonight, Thorskard had a lot of yards passing. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Thunder, back at their own 28. Need a big play here. Ben Johnson, center, leads him up. Konchak, he'll split out way wide. On the right side, twin receivers, Vogney and Gores. Now Korsmo, so twin receivers left and right here. On 3rd and 12, Thorskard pass over the middle goes incomplete, almost picked off by Logan Shue. Shue got a big paw up on it. Supposed to be a punting situation for the Thunder on 4th and 12. Thorskard, he'll drop back to kick. Ball's going to bounce inside the 40, keeps rolling. Down at about 36, 37-yard line of the Raiders. Raiders thought they might have had 10 men on the field. I didn't get a chance to count them, but Dave Smith's counting them.
Down at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 37 comes Nelson County. Leading 24-22, 10:57 to go, 3rd quarter. Fisk is in at 1 running back. Sand's going to carry it. Miskowski and Claxton on the tackle. Bring up 2nd down and 6. It's wrong spot. Here we go. 90 yards now for Hunter Sand. Bushy goes in motion. Sand wants to keep it himself, and Sand runs into trouble after he picked up about 2 yards. You're looking at about 3rd and 5 here. Give him a yard.
3rd and 4
Yeah.
for the Raiders.
Long 4, short 5, however you want to look at it. Big down here for the Thunder if they can make a stop. Raiders, of course, want to keep the drive going. Sand out of the pistol. It's going to hand it off to Hassel, and Hassel's going to get a 1st down across midfield. And he'll get brought down at the 46-yard line of Hatton-Northwood. 11-yard run for Hassel. And a 1st down. That's number 13 in the game for the Raiders. Hassel again in motion. Handoff will go straight ahead. And again, good yards there. Big line up front for Nelson County, and they're opening holes. Not really doing anything too fancy. It's going to be a 7-yard run. So 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Hunter Sand out of the pistol. Tight formation. Bushy in motion. Sand wants to throw under pressure. Pass to go incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Jimmy Gores, Andrew Gores put on the pressure. 3rd down and 3. Coming in for Hatton-Northwood will be Kyler Schwartz. Out comes Colin Claxton. And he's limping a little bit. Might be a cramp. 24-22, Nelson County with 8:39 to go here in the first half. Berg this time will go under center. Handoff straight ahead. There's a first down, and running straight ahead with the football is Bushy. And Nolan Bushy will go from their under 39 down to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup at 22. $128 yards for him. Another first down. That's their 14th. So 1st and 10 Raiders. Well, they had an injured running back. Actually, two of them, I think, have been hurt. Sand keeps it himself. Now pitches it to Bushy. Bushy still finds running room, and he falls ahead for about 5.
Bushy got the carry. Gains about 5 on the play. Contract and Schwartz.
Going to get a holding call here against the Raiders. A holding call. Penalty flags back at about the 16. So that will bring the football back. 10-yard walk up. That's 60 yards in penalties now. Against the Raiders will bring it back to the 26-yard line. Bushy lines up to the left of Hunter Sand out of the pistol. Now they put Hassel in motion. Handoff went straight ahead for Fisk. And he's pulled down.
Fisk on the carry. Stop at 74 corner offset. Short gain.
And that's going to make it 2nd down. That's right. Penalty came on 1st down. About a yard pickup.
Down to 15 for the Raiders.
2nd and long from the 24. I'm trying to tell his young running backs where to go. Now we're going to get a penalty flag here. Delay a game.
Against the Raiders.
So that's 5 yards against the Raiders. 65 yards now in penalties.
And we'll repeat. 2nd down.
So that'll bring it back to the 29-yard line. And they need to get down to the 8-yard line for a first down. So is that 2nd down and 21? You got 29 on the board. That's not right. Hand up and a gain there. New running back in there, number 40.
Larson on the carry.
Brady Larson carries.
6 yards for 42 Colin Claxton on the stop of the bunker.
And Larson will get the football to the 24-yard line.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 15.
He'll pick up 5. We'll get a timeout here for the Raiders. Timeout brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. Look at your auto owner's coverage for comparisons to Neil O'Brien, Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. We'll come back. Well, the football is at the 26-yard line. They need to get down to the 8, so it should be 3rd down. Actually, it's at the 24. That 3rd down and 16. Obviously, 4-down territory for the Raiders. Sand out of the pistol. Hunter Sand wants to throw, gets the pass away. It's incomplete. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 16.
Michael Wall falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 16 for the Raiders.
So big play here in a 2-point game. 6:38 to go, 3rd quarter. Still 24-22. Nelson County leading Hatton-Northwood. Back into the game comes Dalton Hassel. Sand out of the pistol. Running backs on either side of him. Sand wants to spin around, being chased by Andy Gores. He gets away from Gores, gets away from another runner, now gets a pass away, wide open and dropped. Holy cow, wide open and dropped. So Dassel drops it, and Hatton-Northwood will take over on downs. Wow. Wide open in his hands, and then he dropped it. It happens. And you feel like the loneliest guy in the world out there when it does. So the Thunder will have it, 1st and 10 from their own 24. Trailing by 2. Looking to get something going here. Konchak, he'll split out wide on the right. 2-back eye formation. And off goes to Colin Claxton. Claxton drives ahead. He gets a first down. Leininger on the tackle.
First down.
That's their 9th first down as he goes from the 24 out to the 37. Pick up 13 yards. 30 yards now on 4 carries for Colin Claxton. This time they give to Jamie Gore. Slipped one tackle, slips another tackle, driving his feet. He might pick up about 5 here. Got it across the 40, out to near the 43. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Second down and 5. Konchak again, splits wide on the right. Orsgaard hands it off Claxton, and Claxton rumbles for about 3 yards here. He'll get it out to the 45. In for the Thunder is Carter Myron. Out comes Konchak. 3rd down and 2. Football at the Thunder 45-yard line. 5:05 to go, 3rd quarter. They're going to give the ball to Gores, and Gores is tackled for a loss. Berg was in there. Also in on the stop was Nolan Bushy. And that's a loss of about 3. So it's 4th down and 6 here for the Thunder. They got something going here, kind of a weird-looking punt formation. Pass is caught, and they're not going to get the first down, though. Pass was caught by Grant Mundahl. He'll pick up about 3 yards, and now the Raiders will take over on downs. They will have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. So there we go. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Thunder 44. Leading by 2 are the Raiders with 4:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Double wing set. Berg looking to run, and Berg's going to pick up yards where he's brought down. I should say Sand. Hunter Sand is a great athlete. And now we're going to get a timeout called here. About ready to get going here. Still tending to the injured player out there. And treating the cramps here tonight as we got enough moisture in you. They're giving away hot dogs, it sounds like. Let's bring out the hot dog gun. Both teams have players go down with leg cramps. This time it's Andy Gores. He'll pop up. Seems to be okay. He's got to come off for a play. Four-man front for the Thunder. Korsmo and Johnson on the ends. Rosford and Miskowski on the inside. Put a man in motion. Berg looks, throws it in the flats to Colton Berg. That was a block from behind. They didn't call there. And Berg's going to run all the way down the field and in for the score. So a short little toss, short pass. 38 yards and a touchdown. And now the Raiders will go up 30-22. Score comes with 3:58 to go third quarter. And that will be a 44-yard drive. So Sand to Berg for 38 yards and a score. Raiders will line up for two. Sand hands it off. They're not going to get in. So the Thunder stop them this time for the first time. 3:58 to go, third quarter, 30-22. Nelson County, the Raiders, were back with their kickoff in 30 seconds. Well, the Raiders will kick it away. 38-yard pass from Sand to Colton Berg. Some 51 yards passing tonight. Thunder did stop the two-point conversion, so if they can score and convert a two-pointer,
Berg on the kickoff.
they could get the lead back. Berg will kick it away. Officials counting bodies out there, making sure everybody's ready to go. Konchak and Thorsgaard deep to receive. Berg will approach the ball, kicks it down the middle, right to Avery Thorsgaard, drops it, picks it up at the 20. Thorsgaard now goes to the far side of the field, cuts it back up the middle, and it gets brought down at about the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Thunder at their own 33. Trailing by 8, 30-22. Guys coming in and out for Dakota. Damian Hassel comes off the field. Thorsgaard under center. Konchak to the left. Thorsgaard wants to throw, going deep down the field. Andy Gores has it down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown at Northwood. A 67-yard scoring pass from Thorsgaard to Andy Gores, and now it's a 30-28 ball game. It didn't take very long at all. Puts him over 100 yards passing, 115. Nice catch and run there by Andy Gores. Thunder will go for two. Chance to tie here. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. Thorsgaard looking for somebody to get open. Now wants to run. Thorsgaard straight up the middle. Dives in. He'll get it. We're tied at 30 with 3:37 to go third quarter. Tied at 30. We're back with the Thunder kickoff in 30 seconds. The Thunder haven't been able to, well, they brought two 30-yard runs by Avery Thorsgaard. They got their biggest play of the night on that 67-yard completion from Thorsgaard to Andy Gores. And then Thorsgaard wanted to throw. Everybody was covered. He ran it in for the two-point conversion. We are all tied up here. Fabian Carrillo will tie it up, or will tee it up to kick it away. That was really sad to see Austin Adamson hurt his knee. And I think he knew right away he was in trouble. He pounded the ground. Wasn't very happy when he came off the field, but now he's got a big cast on his leg and on crutches. Got to put in a lot of effort to get back to play. This one will bounce down the field, still bouncing on the field, finally covered by Brady Larson. And about the 33-yard line of the Raiders.
The 33-yard line. First and 10 Raiders.
We'll see what the Raiders come back with. Both these teams have proved they can score tonight. Defense might need a little work both ways, but it is the first game of the season. Xavier Dunbar comes off the field for Dakota, or for Nelson County. Sand out of the pistol. Pitches it, ball's knocked down. Are they going to call that a fumble recovery? Yes, they are. It's a fumble recovery. Because that was hit before it was really a pitch. Joe Harder not happy with that call. Jamie Gores with his third fumble recovery tonight.
The Raider 26-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Thunder at the Raider 26. Jamie Gores is the one I think that got a hand on that just as it was leaving the quarterback. So it never really became a pitch. Thorsgaard under center. Pitches to Gore, sidesteps some of the defenders, and then gets brought down for a loss.
Gore the carry, loss of about a yard and a half on the play. Number 34, Dalton Haskell. Number 44, David Lemaire.
Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. I see Hunter Gibson there, running back for Nelson County. He's on crutches. But Gores is kind of like Barry Sanders was. You just keep giving to it, and sooner or later he's going to pop one. Barry Sanders would have a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-yard carries, and he'd break a long one. Back to throw Thorsgaard. Under pressure now. Thorsgaard trying to get away, and he's going to go down in the grass. That's going to be a loss back to the 39, 38-yard line. They'll put it at the 37. That's a loss of 9.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 12.
So 3rd and 12. Parker Wagner comes in from the sideline. Konchak will come out. Wagner, he'll split out way wide on the left side. Thorsgaard wants to throw again. Now steps up in the pocket. He's going to run the football. Thorsgaard picks up a ball. They're going to throw flags on that one. That looked like a pretty good block. He was in front of the defender.
Thorsgaard gave himself, gave the ball.
Wow.
There is some laundry on the field, however.
Yes, that's now called a crackback block. I hear him talking next door. It's a new rule. You really crackback, though. He just turned and got in front of him. Dave Smith is not happy with that call at all. Craig Hahn trying to go over and explain. Craig Hahn didn't see the play. He did turn around.
It is a blindside block penalty.
Not a good one, though. So that's a loss of 10. I don't really call that a block from the blind side, though. He turned the kid right around in front of the kid.
It brings up your standard 3rd down and 29 situation.
So another 10-yard penalty. That's the 3rd for 20 yards. We're now looking at 3rd down and 29 from the 45. The guy was in front. If he would have done what he wanted to do, he would have been called for blocking him back, and he came around in front. And now Thorsgaard's going to get sacked back at the 44-yard line of Hatton-Northwood. That's another roughly 10-yard loss. That's more than, they put it at 45. Another 10-yard loss.
Picks up fourth down and 39 for Hatton-Northwood.
4th and 39. Avery Thorsgaard will be punting, I would imagine, here. You're talking that he blocked him on the blind side, but the kid's eyes were there. He should see it. Now the ball comes loose. Thorsgaard will get a kickoff. He gets a good kickoff, everything considered, and the ball's going to roll. And it'll be down at the 20-yard line. So everything considered, that turned out pretty well. Nelson County will get it at their own 20-yard line.
Where the Raiders will take over, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 with 51.2 seconds to go. In the third quarter, tied at 30. A tight formation on the line here. Sand goes under center. And Sand hands it off to Bushy. He does a good job faking that handoff, and Bushy's going to get a first down. First down 16 for the Raiders.
First down for the Raiders.
Runs it all the way out to the 36. Now that Bushy leak out, and he's been picking up big yards tonight. He's got 144 yards now on 9 carries. Sand hands it off to Bushy. Miskowski gets a hold of him, and Thomas wrapped him up and then got help from Ben Johnson. About a 2-yard pickup.
About 2 on the play.
Second down and 8.
For the Raiders.
20 seconds to go, third quarter. We're tied at 30. Twin receivers this time. They'll split out to the left. Sand will throw it in the flats. It's caught. And a nice move by Berg. Then Berg gets pushed back, but he'll get the first down.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good enough for Raiders.
It'll be a first down. After this half. So Sandberg for 9 yards ends the third quarter. 3 complete. VW Motors Incorporated, the Cooperstown scoreboard. 30-30 our score. Now the Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line as we start the fourth quarter, tied at 30. And now they move the football back to inside the 48. We'll certainly call it the 48. Twin receivers, Berg and Miles to the left, and they give it off to Fisk, and Fisk will be tackled for a loss. Tackle made by Thomas Miskowski. It's back to the 46-yard line. It's a loss of 2. They had 10 players on the field, I think. No, I guess not. They got 9. Sand wants to throw, gets the pass away. It's caught down the far sideline. That's Colton Berg, and Berg's going to go in for the score. So Sandberg, 54-yard touchdown pass from Sand to Colton Berg. It's now 36-30, 11:05 to go in the ball game. That turns out to be an 80-yard drive. So Sand, a 54-yard pass. They line up for two. Line to go in motion. Sand wants to run in, and they won't get him in. Thunder stopped him. 11:05 to go. Nelson County 36, Hatton-Northwood 30. We're back with the Raiders kickoff in 30 seconds. So a 54-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Sand to Colton Berg. Now he's over 100 yards at 114. Berg has 104 yards receiving, 2 long touchdowns. One was 38, one now 54. Colton Berg will kick it away as it's a 6-point Raiders lead. Plenty of time left, 11:05 to go here. In the fourth quarter. Konchak is deep along with Thorsgaard. Again, they kick it in Thorsgaard's direction out of bounds. Thunder will get it at their own 35. So 1st and 10, Thunder at their own 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
$39-6, Mainport CG defeats Larimore. After 3 quarters, or in the fourth maybe, I heard it was 28-24 Cavalier, leading Thompson. Konchak will come wide right, 2-back eye behind Thorsgaard, hands off to Gores, the second man through, puts his head down, picks up 6, maybe 7.
Gores on the carry, he had 7 on the play.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 3 as he picks up 7 yards. Hunter Sand made the tackle.
Number 50, Cole Matacek, also on top.
Cole Matacek. Receivers put to the left side now. Thorsgaard hands it off to Gores. Gores finds enough for a first down.
Gores the carry, he had 6 on the play.
He'll go from his own...
First down. Number 5, Colton Berg.
Let's see. He picked up a 5. It's about an 8-yard pickup there. 1st and 10, Thunder. That is first down number 10 for Hatton-Northwood this evening. Thorsgaard under center. Konchak wide right. Thorsgaard back to throw. Now wants to run, and Thorsgaard's going to get brought down for about a yard loss. He was tackled by Dalton Hassel. Hassel now looks like he might be winded. Hassel's got to come off in to replace him. 61, that's Damian Hassel. 2nd down, 11. Hand off Gores. Gores cuts to the outside. He got to the outside again, 40, 30. Down to the 25 and rolls out of bounds. It's a big run. And we've got an injured player here.
31 yards on the play. Number 12, Hunter Sand on the stop.
That's from their own 49 down to the 23-yard line. So a 26-yard run. $90 yards now for Jamie Gores. Now the Raiders want to call a timeout. 1st and 10, Thunder. They're at the Raider 23. They're going to go to Gores again, and this time Jamie Gores fighting ahead, trying to move the pile. Maybe gets down to the 20. Are they going to spot him at the 21, so he picked up 2. 92 yards now on 19 carries for Jamie Gores. Claxton will come in. 8:50 to play, 36-30. Nelson County leading Hatton-Northwood. Thunder have it. Second down and 8 at the 21-yard line of the Raiders. Thorsgaard wants to throw, looking for Konchak in the end zone, and he can't come up with it. Incomplete. Might have been close to pass interference there. In and out of the hands, and might have been a bump in there. No penalty, though.
That brings up 3rd and 8 for the Thunder.
So 3rd and 8 at the 21. Hatton-Northwood definitely in 4-down territory here. Jimmy Gores comes back into the offensive huddle. Konchak, he'll split out wide on the left. And off to Gores. Gores gets met for a loss here. Loss of 3. 20 carries, 89 yards. The ball comes back to the 23-yard line. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Ben Hillsland will come in. Connor Konchak, he'll come out. Hillsland, he'll split wide on the right side. Thorsgaard going to hit from the... No, he got out of that one. Throws it deep down the field into the end zone, and it's incomplete in and out of the hands of Andy Gores. So the ball's going to go over on down to Nelson County. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. So now the Hatton-Northwood defense has to go to work. Trailing by 6 with 7:43 to go. Could have easily had a couple of touchdown passes there. First game sometimes takes a while. They've only had 10 practices. Raiders put twin receivers. They're going to hand off straight up the middle. Not much there.
Bushy on the carry. Gave him about 1.
Bushy will pick up 2 yards on the play. Second down and 8.
Johnson on the stop for the Thunder.
Got him with 148 yards on 11 carries. Couple TDs. 7:15 to go. Raiders would like to get first downs, yes, but they'd really like to run the clock a while if they could here. They score. They'd like to run the clock. Berg out of the pistol. Bushy in motion. I should say Sand, and Sand will get, I keep calling him Berg. It's not Hunter Berg, it's Hunter Sand. And Sand will pick up a first down on the ground.
Down on the carry, picks up a first down for the Raiders.
This from there, 25 out to the 39, a pickup of 14. It's going to put him over 100 yards. 105 on 9 carries. Twin receivers this time, including Colton Berg, split out to the right side. Sand under center, hands it off, second back through, that's Fisk. He'll get brought down after a short gain. Miskowski. But
51, Ben Johnson on the stop for the Thunder.
Yeah, 4-yard pickup by Fisk.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Raiders.
Miskowski comes out. .6:10 to play. Miles and Colton Berg, they'll split wide left this time. Second down and 6. Sand hands it off straight ahead. Bushy has a first down, and Bushy gets tackled out of bounds by Thorsgaard and Hillsland. Another first down. 19th first down of the game.
A first down for the Raiders.
At their 38th.
38-yard line.
Under defense, what needs to make a stop. They're trailing by 6. 5:54 to go. Now we're going to get a timeout. I think. Oh, we got a shoulder pad that came out. First and 10 for the Raiders. They're at the Thunder 38. Leininger goes in motion. Sand will carry it up the middle. Gets gang tackled after about a 5-yard pickup. Rostfoot and Johnson on the tackle. Picks up 5. It'll be second down and 5. 11 carries. 130 yards now rushing for Hunter Sand. At Northwood, if you're a Thunder fan, you need the football back. If you're a Raider fan, you're happy with what's going on out there. Put Bushy in motion. Sand cuts it up the middle, breaks one tackle, then gets dropped. And he is at the 29-yard line. It'll be third down and 1.
It's a 3rd and 1 for the Raiders.
.449 to go. 36-30 Raiders. 4:44 to play. Sand will go out of the shotgun. Bushy in motion. They'll hand off to Fisk, and Fisk runs into Johnson, who slows him down. They're going to lose yard. It's going to be 4th and 4 now at the 30. 4th and 2, I mean.
Here he stops the backfield at that Johnson for a short loss. That brings a 4th and about 2.
Big fourth down here, 4th and 2. Football at the 29-yard line of Hatton-Northwood. Berg and Leininger, twin receivers this time to the left side. Sand under center. Tries for the long count, hands it off to Bushy, and Bushy doesn't make it. Ben Johnson with a big stop, and Hatton-Northwood's got a chance. It's all you can ask for. Now we got somebody injured, maybe. They help Bushy up. Yeah, maybe a yard there. So the Thunder get it back. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Trailing by 6 with 3:46 to go. Twin receivers to the right. Thorsgaard wants to pitch it to Gores. Gores finding a little running room. And then he'll go down at about the 33-34. Gores gets helped up. Shoe making the tackle. He's second down and 6. They're at the 30. They're at the 34 now. I believe it's 2nd and 6. So it looks like 2nd and 7. Don't know what to tell you. Conshock splits out to the right. Double tight end set. 2-back eye formation. Thorsgaard pumps once, looking for Conshock, and it's just a hair too long. And so they're incomplete. Third down. About 7 to go here. Well, the ball's at the 34. They need to move that the ball marker up about a foot. 2:53 to go. Jamie Gores runs over, gets the play, gives it to Avery Thorsgaard. Thunder come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Konchak will split wide right. Thorsgaard under center. Thorsgaard wants to throw again, pulls it in, looks for running room, cuts back against the green, and I think he's going to get an illegal hit after the play. He got a first down. Oh, wait a minute. He should have the first down at the 41. He was tackled at the 41. Now they're going to walk it off from the 39. A 5-yard face mask. Going to give him the first down. That's 5-yard penalty. So 70 yards in penalties now against the Raiders. Walked it off from the where the ball was. Need to move the chains here. There we go. 2:45 to go. It's a 5-yard penalty. Instead of 8 yards, he gets about 6 yards rushing. Thorsgaard will hand it off. Gore is finding running room. And Gores will get tackled down near the 40-yard line of the Raiders. And that's a 16-yard gain and another first down. He now goes over 100 yards at 109. 2:25 to go. First and 10, Hatton-Northwood at the Nelson County 40-yard line, 2:23 to play. I think might be some tired guys on both sides. It's been a hard-fought game. Thorsgaard wants to throw, going deep down the field, looking for Claxton, and it's incomplete. It's going to set up second down and 10.
Thorsgaard pass, and then for number 81, Andy Gores falls incomplete.
Thorsgaard is 7 of 18. He probably should have about 4 or 5 more completions on balls in and out of hands tonight. That's the way it goes sometimes. Konchak will come out. Wagner in. Wagner will split wide left. I think they're doing the pass to try to loosen things up so they can run Jamie Gores. Hand off to Gores. Gores twists and turns. He'll get pushed back after he gains a couple. Driven back by Colton Berg. Thunder are going to call a timeout here.
Stop number 50, Cole.
Be a 2-yard pickup.
For the Raiders.
Got an injured player here for Nelson County. They're about ready to lift the injured player up onto the gurney. I still can't figure out what number he is. Not that that matters. Guess if we don't see 24 out there, that'd be a possibility. Now the Raiders, they're up on their feet. They've got him well secured on the gurney or stretcher. I have to wheel him here to the ambulance. Got him all covered up down there. Well, we got to get the ambulance off the field before we can continue here. Should happen fairly quickly. Now the officials coming over talking to Dave Smith. Football can be a tough game at times. So if he's all right, whoever that happens to be. But he's played well tonight. They're going to take the ambulance straight on out here. 36-30, Nelson County leads, minute 56 to play. The Northwood Deaconess Health Center crew doing a nice job there. That's one good thing. The hospital not that far from here. It was Bushy. That's what we were told. He's played a whale of a game tonight. William Bushy ran for about 148 yards. Did some good pops defensively.
Third down and 8 for Hatton-Northwood.
Third and 8 for the Thunder. Conshock will split wide on the left. Minute 50. Oh, they ran the clock here. Handoff goes to Gores. Gores trying to break some tackles. Still on his feet. He's going to go down after about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up fourth down and about 6. Cole Matichek, Colton Berg on the stop. Football now at the 36-yard line. Hatton-Northwood needs a first down. On fourth down and a long 6. Conshock will split wide right. High formation, Claxton and Gores. Behind Avery Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard sprints out. He's going to run. Thorsgaard's going to get a first down. Thorsgaard at the inside the 20 and steps out at the 15. That's a 21-yard gain for Avery Thorsgaard and a first down. Nice run by Thorsgaard, and he's had many of those tonight. He knows how to put the fakes on. So now we've got a minute 1 to go. First and 10, Thunder at the Raider 15-yard line. Conshock, he'll split wide to the left side. Thorsgaard under center. Thorsgaard rolling out, looking downfield. He'll pick up running, and he'll run out of bounds at about the 9. They'll put him at the 9 to pick up a 6. I got him for 97 yards now on 13 carries. Now they didn't give him the good spot there. He was at the 9. They moved it back to the 10. 53.9 to go. Thunder at the 10, second down and 5. Conshock Thorsgaard looking for running room, and he'll get pushed back after about a 3-yard pickup maybe. And Northwood's going to call a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Viking Insurance and Realty of Mayville. Let's come back in a minute. Third down and 3. Back to throw Thorsgaard. Thorsgaard takes off running, fights ahead. He has a first down.
Looks like he's close to a first down.
Close. He has a first down. He's inside the 5 down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. So the Thunder are going to have it first and goal.
I know.
Hatton-Northwood will take their second time out here with 35.9 seconds to go. Yep. 35.9 seconds to go. Hatton-Northwood has it first and goal at the 3. They trail by 6. Thorsgaard under center, 3 backs behind him. They're going to give it to Jamie Gores. Gores has an opening in for the score. We're tied at 36. So Gores on a 3-yard touchdown run.
3 yards.
That'll tie it up with 32.3 seconds to go here. Thunder put together a 70-yard drive. Well, a 2-point conversion could give them the lead here. Or we could be staring at overtime. Once again, they go up the 3-back set. Again, they give it to Gores. Gores fighting. He's in for the 2-point conversion and Hatton-Northwood to go up 38-36. 32.3 to go. We're back with the Thunder kickoff in 30 seconds. What a football game this has been. Holy cow. Hatton-Northwood at one time was down 24-8. They now lead 38-36. There is still 32.3 seconds to go, so they're going to have to play some defense. Each team with the timeout left. Wow, what a game. A couple of pretty good football teams here knocking heads. Fabian Carrillo will be kicking the football away. Now the Thunder defense has to make some stops. And Hunter Sand is as wily as they come. Carrillo will tee it up. Been a long game. Approaching the 3-hour mark on tonight's contest. Coming up on 10 o'clock, KMAV Radio Portland, 105.5 FM. Carrillo to kick it away. Bounces it down the middle of the field. That may be good, it may be bad. I don't know. Not much time came off the clock. Nelson County will have it, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Guess they didn't want to return, but 60 yards hasn't been a whole lot here tonight for the Raiders.
Raiders, their own 40-yard line with 32 seconds remaining.
Hunter Sand will operate out of the pistol. He's lost 2 of his best running backs, so he's had to do some running. We're going to get an illegal procedure penalty here against the Raiders. Ninth penalty, 75 yards now against Nelson County.
The Raiders, that'll back them up 5 more yards.
Football will come back now to the Raider 35. Hillsland comes in.
32 seconds remaining on the clock.
Defense has to make some plays. Raiders are going to try to throw probably any trick they have. Sand out of the pistol. Double wing set, Leiniger in motion. Sand wants to throw, and it goes incomplete. Stops the clock with 27.9 to go.
Intended for number 63, Michael Waller, or number 5.
Intended for Michael Waller. Coltenberg went right by both of them.
15.
Second down, 15. In come Leiniger and Miles. 27.9 to play. Sand again puts Leiniger in motion. Sand wants to throw it again. Pass is incomplete. Almost picked off. Out of bounds it goes. Almost picked off over there by Thorsgaard. 23.3 to go. 3rd and 15 for the Raiders. They break huddle. Hunter Sand.
23 seconds remaining.
Had a nice game throwing and running. He's very dangerous. Leiniger again in motion. Sand's going to drop back to throw. Steps up. Pass is caught. They knock Berg out of bounds. 17.9. It's going to be 4th down and about 4. 4th down and 5.
Yeah, 5 yards.
So a 5-yard pickup.
5. Let's make some noise, Thunder fans.
4th and 5 right here. 17.9 seconds to go.
17 seconds remaining.
And watch out for Coltenberg. He's been dangerous catching the ball. Sand again. He dumps it in the back. Berg drops the pass. Berg dropped the pass, and the Thunder are going to take over on downs. Holy cow. All Hatton-Northwood needs is to take a knee. 13.3. Coltenberg mad at himself. We've seen enough drop passes by both sides, so everybody's been a little mad at themselves tonight. Thunder, I think, will go into victory formation here. And so look at Avery Thorsgaard taking a knee. They'll take it over at their own 45. And he'll take a knee, and they can't stop the clock. That's going to do it. Final score, Hatton-Northwood 38. Nelson County 36. We'll go to the post-game report in 2 minutes. Well, a wild one here tonight, as Hatton-Northwood never led till the end of the game when they scored and got the 2-point conversion with 32.7 seconds to go to win it 38-36 over Nelson County. Let's go to the scoring summary. The game summary brought to you by the Goose River Bank, Mevo, Hillsborough, and Hatton. Nelson County got the opening kickoff and went 59 yards at 8:56. Hunter Sand on a 26-yard run. Sand ran in the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. Hatton-Northwood came right back. They went 64 yards. Colin Claxton a 3-yard run. Avery Thorsgaard ran in the 2 to tie it at 8. Minute to go, first quarter, 89-yard run. Hunter Gibson a 1-yard run. Sand runs in the 2-point conversion. Raiders go up 16-8. 9:07 to go first half, a 58-yard drive. It was Nolan Bushy on a 37-yard run. Gibson runs into 2 to make it 24-8. 3:27 to go in the half, 45-yard drive. Avery Thorsgaard a 30-yard run. The run was short, 24-14. The Raiders led, and then with 42.1 seconds to go in the half, 59-yard drive, Thorsgaard again on a 30-yard run, and then Avery Thorsgaard to Ryland Korsmo for 2 to make it a 2-point game at halftime, 24-22. At 3:58 to go third quarter, Nelson County on a 44-yard drive, Sand, 38-yard pass for a touchdown to Colton Berg. Run was short, 30-22 Raiders. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. 67-yard drive. Avery Thorsgaard, a 67-yard touchdown pass to Andy Gores. Thorsgaard runs into 2 to tie it at 30. 11:04 to go. 80-yard drive for Nelson County. Hunter Sand with a 54-yard pass to Colton Berg. Run was short, 36-30 Raiders. About 32.7 seconds to go. Jamie Gores caps off the 75-yard drive on a 2-yard run. Gores runs in the 2-point conversion, and Hatton-Northwood's defense hold, and they win it 38-36. For Hatton-Northwood, the Thunder will finish up with 361 yards, 246 on the ground, 115 through the air. Nelson County, 415 yards, 366 on the ground, and 49 through the air. For Hatton-Northwood, Jamie Gores, 25 carries. He scored a touchdown. He gets 116 yards. I told you when he started slow that eventually he would break one, and he did. He broke a couple long ones to get things going for the Thunder. Avery Thorsgaard carried it 15 times, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Colin Claxton had 5 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Avery Thorsgaard was 7 of 18, 115 yards and 2 interceptions. He also threw for 1 touchdown to Andy Gores, a 67-yarder. On the receiving end, Connor Conshock cut 2 balls for 15. Gores had 1 for 67. Rylan Korsmo 1 for 20. Ben Hilson caught a pass for 6. Jimmy Gores got 1 for a -2. And then Grant Mundahl caught 1 pass for 5 yards. Thunder in the first half had 195 yards. They had 166 in the second half. For Nelson County, they were led by Nolan Boshi, 12 carries, 49 yards. And he had, how many touchdowns? He had one. He had some other big runs, and they got hurt. He was the young man that they took off the field in the ambulance. Hopefully he's okay. Hunter Sand carried the football 12 times, 134 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Gibson, 8 carries, 41 yards. Let's see. James Fisk, he carried the ball 9 times for 30 yards. Dalton Hassel had 4 carries for 17. Xavier Dunbar carried it once for 3 yards. In the passing department, Hunter Sand was 6 out of 12 for 119 yards. I think I did that right. Oh, well. They have more yards than I gave them credit for. They had 119 yards passing, so that makes that 5. Gives them 515 yards. My mistake. Colton Bird caught 5 passes for 109 yards and 2 scores. And then there was 1 reception by Nolan Bushy for 10 yards. First downs in the game, Hatton-Northwood would finish up with 14. Nelson County had 19. Thunder were penalized 3 times for 20 yards. Nelson County 9 for 75. Thunder 2 turnovers, both in the first half. The interceptions, one picked up by Hunter Sand, the other by Weiniger. 4 fumbles by Nelson County, 3 in the first half, 1 in the second. Jamie Gores recovered 3 of them, and Ben Johnson got the other. All right, Play of the Games are brought to you by Mayville State University. Go online, mayvillestate.edu. Take a look at all the information available there. The fall semester will start at 4 o'clock on Monday, then a full day on Tuesday. I'm sure if you haven't signed up yet, you might be able to find a way to get in one way or another. They always wait till like a weekend before to count their final fall enrollment. You can check out the Comet sports schedules and a lot of other great information. There's the Farmers Bowls coming up and other things this fall, so you can find all about it. MayvilleState.edu. Yes, you. Mayville State, you. For Hatton-Northwood, Jamie Gores had a nice day running the ball, played great on defense. He recovered 3 fumbles. Avery Thorsgaard did a fabulous job playing quarterback tonight. He played well defensively. Andy Gores hauled in that long touchdown pass. Catch and run. He also played well defensively. Ben Johnson, I thought, both sides of the ball. Colin Claxton had to fill in because injuries. I thought he did a nice job tonight. I'm going to give an honorary player of the game to Austin Adamson, who unfortunately hurt his knee like on the kickoff return for the Thunder, first time they were going to get the ball. Had a nice return, and then I think he knew right away when he hit the ground he was in trouble. Let's hope it's not quite as bad as before. For Nelson County, Hunter Sand, he threw for 119, ran for 134. Yeah, threw a couple touchdown passes, ran for a touchdown. Nolan Bushy, I had him running for 149 yards and a big 37-yard touchdown run. He played well defensively. Unfortunately, he was injured at the end of the game and had to be helped off the field. Hunter Gibson, who I thought played well both sides of the ball till he got hurt. He was on crutches. Then I'm also going to go with Cole Matichek. He did a nice job both ways. There's one other guy I was looking at for the Raiders. Logan Shue. So those are the players of the game tonight, brought to you by Mayville State University. Up in Larimore tonight, Larimore beat Mayport CG 39-6. And here in Northwood, a wild one. Hatton-Northwood takes their only lead of the game with about 32-plus seconds to go. They hold on for a 38-36 lead win over Nelson County, in a wild one here. Join us tomorrow morning, Coach's Corner. We'll see who we can line up. I've already talked to some coaches. They're expecting my call. Come on about 10:05 in that neighborhood of Coach's Corner tomorrow. That's going to do it for tonight. I want to thank our sponsors. They're the ones that make it all possible. We can't do it without them. We greatly appreciate them. We ask you to stop in and patronize those sponsors. At the very least, stop in and thank them. For the man with the controls, Mike Keating, excellent work. For KMS President Mary Keating from Northwood, for KMAV Sports, I'm Dan Keating. Good night.